Hi friends, how are you? Excellent. Happy Tuesday, everybody. You know what? Why is this here? Oh, I got too much stuff. Too much stuff on my desk. Oh, what am I doing? Let's see. So there we are. Hi friends, how are you? Happy Tuesday. It is cloudy and gray and rainy and windy today in Calgary. I'm looking at the trees outside of my backyard. I can see the trees in the back, and they're kind of going, ooh. Echo came into our room this morning and was crying at us. I'm like, oh, she probably has to pee. And Neil goes, no, I think she's scared of the wind because the wind blows, and we have a big pine tree in the front, and then you hear the pine cones hitting the roof. But yeah, Echo don't like the rain, and she doesn't like the wind. She really doesn't like the wind. You know what she does like? Let me tell you a story. She likes cheese. And let me tell you what happened. And what happened to my thumb. I got owie. Listen. This is good. Oh, this is good. So, I was making supper last night. And I was grating some cheese. I was grating some mozzarella. And I put a little bit into her bowl. And then I was doing the cheddar. And then I went to do a little bit in her bowl. And as I'm leaning over with the cheese, I slipped. My hand slipped. I hit my thumb on the grater. I dropped the cheese, the chunk of cheese about like that. Kind of like a good hefty chunk. She's busy looking over at her plate. And her head just swivels and grabs that piece of cheese. And I'm like, no! So I had to grab it and get it out of her mouth. That dog drool and dog teeth marks. But it was a big chunk. She would have like, no, that would have been so bad. But luckily, I had done the grating of the cheese on our dinner first, so because that piece just kind of went into the green bin because yeah. But it was like snap. It was a gift to her from the cheese gods, and she was just all over that. And I got owie. Why does that happen? Like, you try to be careful, you try to be nice. They end up getting that owie. Listen, we are creating with Country Birdhouse today. Country Birdhouse is part of, I like to call it a mega suite. So I'm actually going to be working with the whole suite collection this week and next week. Oh, let me tell you, wait, as we turn the camera down, I have another story. So last week I did all those gorgeous enduring beauty cards. If you happen to catch Facebook Live, don't worry about it because I'll be reposting that, because while I was thinking of, doing that, I was so focused on the new colors at the beginning of the new catalog, I forgot that I had that planned for the last week of May, because we're doing Enduring Beauty for Super Step Monthly in June. We wanted to do something more masculine, because Super Step Monthly comes after Mother's Day in May, and then it comes after Father's Day in June. So if we wanted to do anything masculine, we needed to do it May, right? Because we did kind of more feminine in earlier months, right? But anyways, so I had migraine a lot last week. and then I just went, you know what, I'm just not going to bother trying to blog all those. I will just keep them for the end of this month, so don't worry. This is on page 48, 49. Did you notice there's a QR code? So if you scan the QR code, I can't remember what it does. It does something neat, though. It just does. I have my colors here. We're doing Pool Party, Misty Moonlight, Early Espresso, and White Craft ink. And Okay, wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's look at this. First of all, I love this card with this simple coloring. Isn't that fabulous? And just happy birthday right there. I want to make that card. Look, so turn the page. We have Country Birdhouse and Country Flowers. So take a look at this. Did you know that you could use that number and you would get the whole suite? You would get, like, you don't have to enter in this number, this number, this number, this number. You could just, it would all be in one. Yeah. Okay. So we have Country Birdhouse, which is the one we're doing today. Right? This week. Today. Yeah, today. Is it cute? And then there's Country Flowers, and it's coordinating dies. And we're doing that next week. And then we have our bling. Look at this. So I had to order extra of this paper because I knew we were doing it for May, and I wanted to have lots to design. And then that's when my last week, so I could change a couple of cards for my swaps. I was going to do the enduring beauty ones, but then I had to change anyways. Listen, it just happened. So the bling for this is called Basic Gray and Smoky Slate Pearls. Look, I've used almost a whole pack already because I did like some cards. I did these cards for my mail out swaps. These ones will be going on the blog next week. I love this Heartfelt Sympathy one. This is like my favorite piece. But look at this piece. This piece comes from that. So there's two packages of DSP. They're both 12 by 12. They both have 12 sheets. So there's, this is, I want to make sure, this is Country Woods, and this is Country Lace. So this is kind of woody, and this is kind of lacy, and that's it. We have a eyelet 3D embossing folder, and we have this ribbon. It's pale pink and white. It's a 1/4 inch. It's diagonal. Listen, when you buy this, remember it's only 5 yards per roll, right? Because it's 10 altogether. So when I was making my cards, I ran out, but I was able to color some. Anyways, it was just a week. So let's look at a card I did for today. So in today's blog post, no, yesterday's blog post, I shared this one, and it was based off a sketch. So Kevin Thiessen in the U.S. is doing a card a day in May, and this was the sketch, and I kind of guesstimated. I love how this turned out. I was thinking of doing this as one of our cards this week, but it's a lot of fussy. You either have to have the guys or a lot of fussy. Even with the guys, it's kind of fussy. I thought, oh, forget it. I had colored a bird, and I did not like the way it looked. It was very starkly different, so I ripped the bird off, and I did a new one. And this one's just stamped and die cut. So, easy peasy, gorgeous card. Oh, I was going to show you this. I had an aha moment. Listen, I try to make these for every GSP. Because I don't like having to look. This is very visual. I need to finish it up. And here, I will put the little 1-inch circles of all these colors. But listen, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to do Country Lace. I'm going to show you how to build one of these yourself. And if you're in my VIP group, I will post the PDF where you can just download it and print it. I just print this on basic white, so, and it goes through quite well on my Epson EcoTape printer. I don't have any problems. So this could be a Friday. We will do it with the Country Lace. Oh, it's such a great idea. I know. I'm just awesome like that this week. Last week, not so much. Okay, we're going to make 3 cards today. And the first card we're going to do is a simple card. A simple card, and this is my favorite pattern of this DSP. It is, ooh, I just love it. So this is for stamping and coloring our bird, and this goes on here. We need to stamp first. Let's look. Okay, this is Pool Party, And I'm going to grab a B block. Oh, I have to tell you something while I think about it. Listen, before in the catalog, they would tell you the blocks. And I was like thinking the other day, I should put the blocks on here. So I have the title, the number, the cost, if it has dies or a punch, and the page. And now I put in what blocks. So B, and then the E is like this size. Like that birdhouse could fit on there. And H, which one is H? H must be a skinny one. Anyways, we're going to use this B block, and we're going to take this floral and we're just going to stamp pool party on pool party. And listen, I could go like this, and then I'm like, okay, I need to be here. That's kind of like my, I can stamp wherever I want. I can stamp off. Oh. Let's do it this way. You can have lots of space between them. You can have a little bit of space between them. It's up to you. But we're just making kind of like our own designer series paper. Except we're doing it right on there. I have my... I'm going to have to wash this. I was having issues with the early espresso yesterday. I ended up like with ink everywhere. It was, yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. And then this strip, so here's this. Let's put this together. This and this, I'm going to use this little piece of Misty Moonlight, and we're going to glue that on. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a glue on this side. Now, oh, I have an idea. Because I want this to be straight, right? And I struggle with that. But let's bring in my handy helper. Oops, that's the wrong way. The mat. The mat. This is not a mat. This is a paper trimmer. And I can put that up. And then there's this lip. And then there's this lip. Why did I not think of it for the other one? I was struggling. Look at that. How great is that? I wish, oh, you know what? I do have my camera. It's here. I just saw it. There it is. I'm going to take a picture of this right before we do anything. Because I can share it with everybody later. There we go. That's a great idea. Yay me. And I usually get that. I'm like, oh, I gotta take a picture. But I can't take a picture because I have my phone is up here. But I'm like, oh, I have my camera. Okay, let's put a little bit of love on this card. Oh, let's bring that back in. And we can turn our card on here. And then I want it to be this way, right up, like that. Holy smokes! Like that's just, I keep forgetting to do that. And it's such a good tip. Okay. Now this is going to be plenty long, and we're going to do a bird. So let's put this guy away. The bird. I think there's 3 sentiments in this set. 1, 2, yeah, and we're going to use all 3 today. We're going to do our bird. And I'm just going to, I think I'm trying to remember if I put him in black. No, I think I'm in Misty Moonlight. Because you can. It doesn't always have to be black. Any of our classic inks, any of them can be used with our Stampin' Blend markers. And you know what? Before we put this away, let's take my very favorite D block. Will this fit on here? Oh, nope. Look, it's still a little stained blue for some reason. This is the H block, and that's why you need it to stick that there. And we're just going to stamp this right on here. Hoping you have the best day ever. Let's get that clean. Okay, we can put that away. Then we're gonna, oh, I need to put that little lip there. Okay, so we have this, Let's take our, yeah, what did I use for this guy? I used blues, so I have, that's black. No, I did the blues. And then I did light peach for his wing and beak. So what did I do? I'm trying to think of what I did back then, because, you know, it was a whole day ago. I'm just going to do some, where would you see the shading on a bird? And then we can come in with the light. And this is what I like about this, about alcohol blends, is that you don't have to be careful about your lines, your coloring lines. You know what I didn't give that other bird? I didn't give him a cheek. Okay, look at, he's a very dark bird. And then we're going to put his legs. But then I'm going to take the blend. Oh, what if I did ivory? What happens if I put a little bit of ivory on there? Oh, that's kind of neat, hey? And then I want his eye to stand out a bit, so I'm going to come with the blender, just kind of give it a little, woo! Look at him, he's so handsome. And lucky for us, we have the dies. Check out these dies. We have flower images. We can cut out the birdhouse. We can cut out the pieces, different pieces of the birdhouse, the center, and then we have all these images to cut out the stamps. And we have a string that we could hang the birdhouse from. We have, what's this thing called? You know, like a fancy pedestal to put the birdhouse on if we wanted to. I'm going to take, look, I left some of this here for me. Okay, we're going to take this and my somewhat special looking bird. And we'll just crank this through. Okay. I just knocked over a big block. It's okay, people. We're fine. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just put this here. And we'll take this guy and we're going to put that over there so we know where he is. And now we're going to glue. I'm using a lot of Stampin' Blends this week, because, well, what am I looking for? I'm looking for my tape runner. There it is. And so I'll list them all in the. We're just gonna glue this guy on. This guy is plenty long, but I want to have room to put this guy here. So, you know what? I'm gonna put that right like that. However you did it, you might have to trim on both sides. Grab our snips. Okay. Whew, hot flash. And then we need a dimensional for him. I'm assuming it's a him. Could be a her. We're gonna stick the right on that guy. Ta-da! That's card number 1. So, you know, when you put your order in, if it's $60, big of a $60 retail before shipping and taxes, I'm going to send you the supplies, the DSP, the cardstock to make these cards. You will need to have your own stamp set to do this. If your order is $75 or more, I'm going to send you some free bling. And hopefully it will be this bling, as long as it's in stock. So this, let's do, so to get the bling, you'll be able to add bling to your card as well. I'm going to leave it gray. I was just thinking, what would it look like if it was, this is, what color? That's basic gray. This is smoky slate. It'd look pretty neat if we could color them. I don't know how that would look. That's a thought for another day. There's card number 1. Okay. Okay, now today on the blog, we're doing whitewashing. And it's a technique I never knew, I did not know how to do, so I had to look up on YouTube. But look at this! Oh, I'm so excited about this card. Now listen. Okay, I did a bunch of die cutting and that before. I just didn't do the bird yet. And I wanted the bird to kind of look more brown than like I wanted it to kind of go with this. And I got all my cutouts. Okay, I gotta show you this. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, first of all, I already went ahead and this is a piece of the dark wood. I did the Versamark and white embossing powder so we can see it really brightly. It's standing out. And then we have our heat tool with us. We're going to bring in our craft mat. This is white pigment ink. Okay, it's white. When you buy it, it comes as an uninked pad and a white refill. So this is, I don't even think I put ink on this yet, but I don't need to for this. I'm just going to do a teeny bit right here. Just a little dot of ink. I don't even know if you can see. Yeah, it's tiny. It's a tiny little dot of ink. And then we're going to bring in our water painters. Now, the water painters have 3 sizes. We have like a fine tip. We have a big fat wide brush tip. So we have wide brush tip. And we have a fine tip, depending on what we want to do. I'm going to use the medium tip. And it looks like it's a little ink stain, so let's make sure we don't have ink on the end. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're going to wet we're good. It's full of water, and then you press, and it will give you a little bit of water. Now, I just want a little bit. I want to make the whitewash, you know, with like the, and then because I embossed it, I could just go all in here, all over. And it's just going to stay in the lines, right? Because the embossing makes it have like a little bit of it's like an edge. It's like the edge. As long as you don't go over it like I am. Now, because we're adding water to this GSP, it's going to start to bubble a bit. Like the paper is going to start. I'm going to go up and down here. I don't know if it will make a difference. But if I get too much. The neat thing is, if you get too little, you can come back and add more. If you don't like, if it's too pale afterwards. And you can let air dry, Or you can bring in your heat tool. I'm going to bring in my heat tool because I want to show you this great idea and why I think everybody needs the gigantic F block. Okay, let's close this and put that right there. We're going to bring in this. Now I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to do a little bit on the back just to see how much. So that dries pretty quickly. Yeah, it's mostly dry. This one I did a little less, this one a bit more, so, but that's okay. Then we're going to glue some layers down. First of all, we're going to clean off our brush. And put the lid on, because you know I'm a menace to myself. Here we have our layers. So when I was making this card, I was thinking, oh, I should use basic white, and then it was really stark contrast. I'm like, wait a minute, we have the brand new basic beige, right? I'm so excited. I can't wait to show you what I did with this. Okay, we're going to put this here. And now this is kind of warped a little bit, right? So we're going to take it, and I want to make sure this sticks down. So I'm going to put a fair amount of adhesive all over. Liquid glue, and I'm going to take this, I'm going to sit it down, and then bring it in this big hefty block. And that I'm just going to let it sit there for a bit. And now we have our other pieces. So let's do, so again, I started using basic white, and it was really stark for these. And then I thought they were kind of boring, but you know what you can do? I'm telling you, you can color on this. And it's not a white background, it's the basic beige background, so it just kind of looks a little, it does look a little different. So, right, but compared to white, but it's so nice. Oh, hold still. I just have to hold everything there. And then so that is, oh, that's not even petal pink. I colored it a different color because they're so similar. That's okay, we're just going to leave it. I could come back over and do petal pink. Not that it'll make a difference. I used the S something or other that I used for the bird. So, okay. And then we're going to come in with a dark pale pink and just let's do a little circle in the middle. Make it look a little bit, you know what? Let's do it this way. Now, I don't know if it's true, but I think there's a difference between what do I want to say? I think the brush end is darker than the bullet end. And it may or may not be true, but that is just my observation. We will come in. Now, I wanted to do something. I wanted to green, but there's no real light green. So we're just going to take light pool party. And because we're going on the basic beige, it makes it look like a really nice pastel-y green. So for this card, I will send you these little die cuts. Because I think they need it. But you will still need to do everything's there. Oops, so here's our pieces. We're going to put them up there. Stay there for safekeeping for a second. Now we're going to stamp, and we're going to stamp an early espresso. We're going to stamp our little bird friend. I wanted him to look like a sparrow. That was my goal with this card. Oh, and we needed to do happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Now, this one, first, when I was putting it on, okay, I'm going to line it up on one of these because it seems to want to wibble wobble on me. There we go. And then we're going to bring in this piece. I die cutted it. And I'm just going to come into the top. I don't want the whole thing. I'm going to trim it down. So I'm just going to do at the top. Okay, and then we're going to wash this. And before we bring in the die cut machine, we are going to color our bird. So, this one, where's my basic? Where's my blank? So I don't need this one. I need, oh yeah, nope. I was using the black and now it's gone. I don't know where it went. Let's have a look. Is it on the floor? Okay, let's do... Oh, is this it? There it is. I found it. It's okay. It was in the wrong part. So a sparrow... Sparrow has a little bit of black on his, like right about there, kind of on his chest. And then I came in with light pecan pie, and I just kind of did his edges. And again, just because we're using basic beige as our color, he has a lot of basic beige undertones. And then I came in with SU 900. And I think it is colored all over him. Right? I just kind of want that. Oh, this guy turned out better than the first guy, I think. But once we get those two alcohol inks blending in together, oh, he is a cute little bird. And then I used, I think I went over a little bit with ivory. You know what, let's do his legs in ivory. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, his legs are light. But his beak is dark, so I'll come up here with a little. There we go. So now we can close this. And we can line up our dies. So we have this die. You just reuse your washi tape. And we're going to put that right there. And then for this one, you want to trim it down. You could just trim it down with scissors straight across. But I just discovered that I can take this and line it up to where I want it. Oops, this is the tricky part because your hands feel so big. Line up where you want it and stick that down, and we can cut that out together. Let's bring in our plates. Let's line these two up. And our mini cotton gloss. This is quite a fussy card for my designs. let's do it. If you take it and you kind of make it like long, short, long, it goes into the machine a bit better sometimes if your machine's just being temperamental like that. Oh, I just set the die flying. Okay, we're okay, people. We're okay. We have this. We'll put that guy over there. And look at this. Would you look at that? Isn't it just fabulous? We need, this guy's doing really well. He's nice and flat. Look how flat that block did. Did an excellent job. We're going to bring in our bow maker. Now listen. My friend Susan Angler's busy with the Cricky in the US. She made a card that inspired this card, and she made a big bow, and I'm like, okay, I gotta make a big bow. So I started off with 2, and I went to 3, and I had to go to 4 just to make it look good. So you will receive ribbon to tie your bow. Some people are blessed and they can just make a bow to tie, ta-da. Some people are like me and I struggle. So my friend Renee very lovingly made me that bow maker. But if you don't have a bow maker, you can use a fork. You could get one of those big serving forks. You get those. Okay, we're gonna stick this guy on first, and we need some glue dots. Let's bring in our glue dots. I'm using the mini glue dots that you can buy because I need to have I'm going to put 2 on. It used to be, they're the right size for this one. Sometimes, depending on what it is, I'll use leftover smaller glue dots from the paper pumpkin. But this guy, look at this gorgeous basic beige ribbon. Then we're going to come in and kind of trim this guy too. And we're going to start sticking pieces on here. So we're going to bring in mini dimensionals. Oh, let's do 5. Why not? We can do 5. Okay, now, hey. What is happening here? Dimensional, get back on there. Don't stick to my fingers. That's 5. Oh, we're gonna take this off. And we're gonna stick this guy on here. Happy birthday. And you know what? I want it sticking up. I don't think I want it stuck under, but that's okay. It might be stuck with the. Then we're gonna do a big dimensional on our bird. And he's kind of sitting on the ribbon. And then, now, we're going to use our glue dots again. This is what I did. I said, I'm going to have this right about here. And stuck the glue dot right on my paper. And then I started putting these on. So I kind of want them stuck to the glue dot, if I can. I think I was able to do 3 all together. And we might need another glue dot. Like, I don't think this will stick, so that's why 3 was good, but then I did the 4th, and I took it off of here, it stuck into my finger. And then I just stuck it over and up a bit. We need to have a tea break. Hang on. There. Now we have our little flowers. And I'm just going to put a little mini dimensional in the center of the back of each one, and we will pull this off. I love basic beige. It's just so pretty, this basic beige. You can color on it. It's just a soft pastel looking. And then, you know what, this guy, and we'll put this guy on. And they can overlap a little if you want, it's okay. And we'll put this guy on. Oh, this guy I just ripped off the back. There we go. And put it right like that. Look at that card. Is that card not just gorgeous? Gorgeous. Very lovely card design. Totally cased from my friend. And we could put some bling on here. I'm looking for my pokey tool. Oh, that's somewhere. I don't see it. You know what? We don't have to. We go old school. Let's do some basic gray. One. Maybe I'll just do 3 large basic gray. This one, see this one? That's where I noticed it was crooked, but that's okay. You know what? If I wanted to fix that, I can easily pull that up and just make another one. There we go. Remember, with your 50, am I saying 50? 50. It's a $50 order, not 60. Where was I saying 60? $50 order. I can't remember. You're going to get the card kit. Oh, I know why I was saying 60. So eventually, once the Host reward program changes, our loyalty program, I will be changing the price. I was just talking to my upline about that. So that's card number 2. And now, oh my goodness, now this card has a story. Look, there's no coloring. It is just all stamping and die cutting. And I saw this sketch. I'm like, oh, that'd be really cute. And then I looked at the Crafty Collaborations design thing, and we were working on in colors on Thursday, so I made an in color version. And then I realized we have a swap. I think this will be my swap. I haven't decided what bling to put on yet, but we will finish that with bling. But let's have a look here. So some of this I did ahead of time. So we have our strips. Oh, I did. I stamped and die cutted that house. And then I wanted some flowers. And I was like, what kind? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I can do flowers. Oh, what if I do this one with a bird instead? So this one was the little flower image. Little flower image. And I stamped it 3 times on this DSP. I am going to do such a rebel. Watch this. I want to see what it looks like with a bird. And then we can have votes. And I'm just going to stamp him right in there. And we will die cut him out. And we need hello friend. Oh, there it is. Hello friend. So for me, it doesn't matter if this sheet is on the back or the front. I like to put it on the back because I like to look through the stamp set, so I cut that little divider. But either way, it doesn't make a big of a difference of which way it goes. And then we're going to do hello friend on this piece. So this is, again, my favorite of this stamp, this favorite pattern of mine. I made it go far on this. So let's put this in here. And let's bring our die cut machine in one more time with our bird die. See what he looks like. This is gonna be cute. And look, you don't have to color it. It's already, oh, you know what? This is not gonna fit in there. So let's just kind of cut this piece out. I'll just roughly cut around it. And then we're going to put this here. And then we'll put that down there. Anyway, put this inside. Okay, let's assemble this card. So I cut this DSP in some strips, and then some of them were kind of wide, so then I made them skinnier. I think I might do this one, maybe this one, and then this one maybe, or maybe this guy. So let's put some glue on this. We'll start with this skinny one. This guy, I think he will not be used. Yeah, I kind of want this patterned. And kind of like that. Doesn't matter. No. I think you could cut them down. I think I cut them down like to 5 1/4. Yeah. Or 5. I think I cut it down to 5 because this is 5 1/4. You just want a little bit of play. And it doesn't matter how they end up because it just will look neat. But I like to use liquid glue for this because of the embossed. And then we can put this guy like here. Then we will glue this onto our card base. Ooh, sticky fingers. Let's give our card a little love. And we'll stick around there. And I'm just going to hold it down a bit. And now we can bring in our dimensionals again. And look at this guy, he used a lot of dimensionals. But this is a good time to use your dimensional edges. So I'm going to put okay. Lots of dimensionals. This card is worth it. Lots of dimensionals. And we're going to stick him on more or less straight up and down because I want to do, I think this is a more, you know what, no, he needs to be a little bit on an angle. There we go. And then, that's a little too angled. I'm not happy with that. Just a slight angle. There. And then I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to chop this down to what I think might work. Again, we lost the cutting blade. There we go. We're okay now. We're okay, people. So, now this one I put it on this side with the bird. But maybe I want to do it this way. Or this way. And the bird. You know what? This is what we're going to do. First of all, I'm going to angle this just for some interest. Then it's going to be a dab of glue here. I know it's such a tiny drop, right? And then a dimensional here. And we're going to stick them on there. Right about like that. It's not important, the price. We don't need to be too precise. And then we're going to bring our bird in. Hello, friend up here. Hello, friend down here. I kind of like him up here. Like he should be standing on. Oh, let's put him right there because he's standing on that little front step of his. Oh, I like that. Okay, we're going to have a debate. Flowers or bird? I think they both look great. Now, let's put some bling on. Let's do... I could put one there. Nope, we're not going to put one there. 1 and 2. This one's going to get all big bling. 3. You know what? Let's do the same for this guy. Oh, but we're going to do 1. And we're going to do up. 2. And we're going to do... third one up there. Look at that. Same card. You can decide what you're going to do. Because you'll get the DSP. You're going to have to cut these little pieces out. But, yeah. Yay! That's card number 3. And it's a crafter math happening here again. What else is new, right? So, quick review. Your $50 retail order on this host code will review this. Make the supplies to make these 6 cards. If your order is $75 retail or more, I'm going to send you some bling as well. I'm so excited. Oh, okay, let's turn this down. Come back towards me. Hang on, awkward transition. Oh, this is a long Facebook Live today. Thank you for hanging out with me. Some days are just longer than the others. So let me know what your favorite card is. I really like this one. This one, the flowers turned out a bit darker, but that's okay. You know what? If I'm not happy with them, I can always redo them, but they're fine. It's a beautiful card. I hope you get time to do something creative today. This afternoon, my friend Elizabeth Mayfield Hart from the U.S. is having her Little Latte mini album class. I am so excited to be attending and assisting. And if you want to learn how to make a mini album, let me know in the comments. I'll see y'all later. Go do something creative. Bye.